to ensure that our people achieve true economic independence. And also stability by owning a piece of the rock, hereby commencing the process of creating true generational wealth, breaking the cycle of poverty.
Well, let me stop this. Junior, we're back with you.
And that cycle of poverty.
Junior? Junior? Look like we lost Junior. Let's
Came from an injustice.
Let's get Luton Buchanan on the line.
Yes.
So all we're talking about UK Privy Council applications. We have the powers here as a parliament, as a people, to right some of those colonial wrongs. Every single one of us in here have an informal settlement within our constituency. Many of the persons have lived there for more than 25 years. Some of their children have done well. Some of their children have done well. They have gone on to be lawyers and doctors. They're in a position to improve the infrastructure there for the benefit of their parents. But because they can't get the title, many of them senior, 30s, 40s.
You hear me now?
Yes, Junior. Let me stop that and listen to you. We're hearing you now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering how is it that the Labour Party is getting more support from the females than the PNP? What's going on?
You'd have to tell me, I don't know. That's what the polls say, right?
Yeah. And I'm not really worried, but I don't like what I see. It's like the women don't realize that the PNP has done more for them. Remember, if you ask around in the chat room, a lot of older women used to broke rock stone,
Yes.
Labour government used to make the women them broke rock stone. And PNP brought it in crash program to solve that.
Yes.
I remember again, that Jamaican women and sanitary napkins used to pay GCC. The Labour Party brought that in. And it's forced to take it off. And you remember this one too? You remember when if a woman lived with a man for how many years and the man wants to get rid of the woman, him could have get rid of the woman and still have any benefit. A PGA put in the law where as long as you stay with the man for 5 years,
yes.
to get benefit.
Yes. But you see, the PNP normally look after Jamaicans, And there are times when Jamaicans actually turn their backs. Go to the parliament yesterday. Actually turn their backs on our party. But of course, people have choices. From time to time, people will look at things differently and make different choices in what it is that they want for themselves. So we have to now start bringing new ideas to the people of Jamaica. We have to bring new ideas.
I think I agree with you. We need to improve probably some of the messaging for the female.
And we also need to remind them of some of the things that we did for them. Because it is Michael Manley that allow a woman who is pregnant to get maternity leave with pay. With pay. Not just maternity leave. I remember when I was a little boy, when a woman get pregnant, she would normally lose her work. Michael Manley said no more of that.
And the other thing too, before we get to it, look at the behavior of Mark Golden. Married man, live with his wife, grew up in children, decent life. On the other hand, we have a promiscuous prime minister.
Oh, you know that, Junior. Oh, you know that the prime minister is promiscuous.
I heard somebody come out on a program.
Yeah, but
talking about
that ear so we can't go with the ear so. The prime minister is married, live with his wife, and have him children. So
and have promiscuous relations.
I don't know that, Junior. I don't know that.
I heard it on the other. I heard it on your favorite station. Your
Well,
favorite radio station. I heard an interview.
Nadi,
And
Nadi, what you know about?
and I heard a JLP meeting and two female personnels were discussing also whether or not they were intimate friends of certain persons. So that would lead
Junior,
you to believe something is going on.
Junior, you're
Yes, sir.
speculating and you're following rumors. There's a song where said, don't follow rumors. Don't follow. You're following rumors, Junior. Stop
Boys,
following
people
rumors.
telling them business.
Did you listen to Babsy Grange yesterday?
I heard some of it, and I was depressed. I was depressed.
Yeah,
Well,
Babsy disappoint me. I wanted something to come and challenge Babsy Grange with. And there was nothing to challenge her with. Because she said actually nothing in her presentation yesterday. In fact, Dennis Daly beat her bad. And Saturday morning on Portland Spice TV, we're going to have Dennis Daly to talk about her presentation. We're still trying to contact Luther Cousins. We've been trying to call him to have a chat with him about those things that he said yesterday that is resonating with a lot of people. A lot of people, yes.
I want to ask you something before I go there.
Yeah.
How is it that your economy is doing so well? How is it that 12 sectors are the bank now in problem?
Yeah.
And how is it that you want a 4-year agreement now, right? And you want in the first year have a wage freeze and the economy doing well?
Listen, I tell people all the while the Jamaican economy is in tatters, in shambles. Remember last year, the two last quarter, we had declining growth, negative growth. For the third quarter, 3.5%. The second quarter, 0.8%. So therefore, that can't help the country's economy. And that is the problem we are having. And we are having a prime minister who is lying to the people of Jamaica, telling the people that the economy is doing well, when the economy is really in tatters, not doing well at all, nowhere close. We have not had considerable growth since 2016 when they promised us to grow the economy by 5% in 4 years. And then they are trying to tell us about no new taxes. What happened to the increase in taxes? You know, if you put in not new, if you are increasing what you have.
Colin,
we're not stupid around here.
Somebody needs to explain to the people of Jamaica what's going on.
Well, we know a man who can explain it.
But the problem is that Jamaican people have a problem with the messenger.
Well, if you hear the messenger and you don't want to heed to the message, then it is at your dilemma. A word to the wise is sufficient. We have seen these people destroy the Jamaican economy between 2007 and 2012. Destroy the Jamaican economy, wrap it up, dash it down the gully. Push and Peter to go pick it up.
Thank you. It's a good thing Peter Phillips is still alive,
Hello? Talk to me. So,
because if Peter is still alive, Julian or somebody to advise him.
Definitely.
Is Shirley Tyndale alive?
I don't know.
You remember Shirley Tyndale?
I know the name. The name is familiar. What
she
used
was
to do again?
She was the financial person around the time when we were repairing Jamaica.
Okay.
You remember Derek Latimer there?
Yes.
Is that man around still?
Yes, he's still alive.
we have to find those people and ask them to help us. This country is not terrible state, you know.
Yeah, man, and more on the brethren that just called a while ago, understand that the economy is not in a good place.
You suffer for us gladly.
Junior, little
I
more.
don't.
Make we talk again, you hear?
We talk, yeah, man. Saturday.
Bless up, Saturday morning.
Cool.
Yeah, man. You're listening to Caribbean Radio HD, coming to you live from Port Antonio, Portland, from the studios of Portland Spice TV. If you have not watched the interview with Philip Palwell yet, you still need to go watch it. When we talk about bringing down Jamaica electricity bill by 50%, because Jamaica, we're paying some of the highest electricity bill in the world. Some of the highest electricity bill in the world. And we are going to use solar to fix the problem. Renewable energy, wind turbine. We have 2 wind farms in Jamaica that was put in place by the last PNP administration. We have some solar farms that was put in place by the last PNP administration. This Andrew Holness-led administration has not brought any value or any more to the renewable structures that we have had before they came in power. We used to pay in 2016 between 18 cents US and 25 cents US per kilowatt hour. Now we are paying between 40 cents and 50 cents US per kilowatt hour for electricity. We cannot continue to run the country like that. Nigel Clark, former Minister of Finance, now at the IMF, is now on the global stage saying that. And when he was here, he made no attempt to do anything about that. You see, fools, when they talk, they think of them alone and listen. So, maybe this is a bot. It's not a real account. It's a bot. And if you come to learn, we are willing to teach you. We're taking your calls until we get in touch with Luther and Cousins. Nats, come see if you get him for me. We're taking your calls on 876-804-7072. And we discuss anything. Once you come with the truth, nothing but the truth, and you're willing for reason, we want to reason with you. But you now come dump no garbage over here, so. This platform is not a garbage dump. No matter how the truth heavy, we can deal with it. But we can't deal with the lies. And people trying to mislead my listeners and viewers. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Caribbean Radio HD.
Yes, Colin.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. Me, I wonder why you always give this Morgan guy so much highlight. He have a big takeaway on the program, man.
Me no give him no highlight. Sometimes him call the program and I talk to him. If somebody call the program, I'm gonna talk to them.
You see what happened, you know. You see whenever he calls,
Yeah.
you know what he does? He try to get in the minds of the comrade. You understand?
No, but,
He's a mind game
yeah, man.
player.
But the comrades now listen to lies and what we ensure. Turn off what you're listening to in the background. We can't manage your background noisy. You have to clean up your background. Your background much too noisy. Hello? Hello? Yeah, so we now highlight Marlon Morgan. Him call the program. We are going to talk to him, but what we are going to do is give him the limited amount of time, 5 to 7 minutes, that we give everybody else. 5 to 7 minutes is the amount of time that we give people. And we don't really allow people to call twice, even though the brethren they call twice. Marshall always call twice. Showerman call 3 times. But, you know, we try to be accommodative over here. So, let me tell you something. You see, this whole heap of foolishness where you come over here. Call me now. Akeem Evans. I wonder if I need Akeem Fletcher. Call me. I make you hear you spill your garbage. Because you're going to have to take it up. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show, Caribbean Radio HD.
Even the third man.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
That listener you talking to earlier on, and he was trying to tell him about the taxes and show him all the government. So there's no new tax, and he was showing him the fact.
Yeah.
And he was trying to bamboozle and try go on with him bag of ism, schism, and I try pretty up things in the government. Brother, so many times them man, I just waste time if I talk to them man in the car. Them done build their mind one way or the other.
Yeah,
and
man.
them man are not willing to take start and not willing to take and not willing to learn. Because if you are showing something and I showing facts.
Him say it don't make no sense.
Yeah, I must say it don't make no sense. So you don't teach someone something, they're not willing to learn. Them done lock their mind one way or the other, So you know what now? If Andrew come out and say the sky is now green, you know. He must say the sky is green, you know.
Yeah, man.
And if Andrew say the cow jump over the moon, you know. He must say, yes, man, cow can jump over the moon, man.
And them they call fallabaka. You call those fallabaka. You understand? You have an ex-Rasta one who used to call you regular. It's a fallabaka too. Them just chat the crap and not understand what them attack say. So them reasoning difficult because they don't have what is called critical thinking. And they don't possess a mind of their own. Anything the GLP said, that's what them say. All right.
Right, because, yeah, man, because there's no you can tell a man, say, if something costs $10 and it raised to $20, I used to pay 50%, you still pay $1.50. If it raised to $20, I pay $3.
It increase.
Well,
so you're collecting more tax on the same item.
Tax, yes, on the same item.
All right, my brother. Enough respect. Them not understand.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. 876-804-7072. And you see, that's why Jamaica getting a problem, you know. Problem all the while because when you tell people and them can't understand, them say, you know what, listen to them. Hello, good evening.
Hey, sir, man. How you doing, man?
Good day, man. What on?
Listen, that presentation by the gentleman a while ago, the one on housing.
Yes.
If young people, young professionals, never hear that and still think that they should support them money, why they know what else to say.
But you hear much house the man said the man might be like here now?
They wouldn't know, man.
Between 2,000 and 3,000.
That and can supply the
and there's a demand for 15,000 houses annually.
So what do you think about that? Is demand and supply. Now what do you think about that? You never can buy no house.
No.
Because the real market is anywhere between 15 and 20 million when you join with someone.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm going to say this to you and now take the whole of your time. Remind the people then when they come with the 18-year argument that 18 years ago was 2007. And after the last 18 years, 14 years, the labor rights have been in power.
So there's
no excuse.
That's what we are talking about now, the last 14 years of the Labour Party, where the country is.
And they don't want to tell nobody that in 2007 to 2011, they make a mockery of what was happening and we have to correct it.
Exactly. Destroy the economy. Destroy the Jamaican economy. And they are on the way to destroying it again and telling people that we are doing well.
We're not doing well. I know the kind of business that I'm in. I will say but we are not doing well. I see my numbers every day. I see the people and payslip every day. I know what is happening, what people are doing to stay above.
But
what kind of loan they take to survive.
We hear the numbers with the amount of people who are losing money, the amount of companies, amount of our blue chip companies, meaning our bigger companies, they are losing money like crazy.
They are not doing well. And if you, and I said to public sector workers, who could have come and tell me, say me must take 0% in a no year?
0%. When inflation is 5%. Inflation is at 5%.
What person don't understand, you know, he say that the more the inflation rise, is the less your spending power is, you know. A lot of persons don't understand that part, right? So no man can come tell me say the economy is good when the economy is not.
But that's why I've been trying to explain to people that in 2016, minimum wage was $6,500. Right now, minimum wage is $16,000. And the simple argument is that the $6,500 could have buy 43 pounds of chicken. The $16,000 now can only buy 40 pounds. So in 2016, with the minimum wage, you could buy 3 pounds more of chicken than what you can buy today with the minimum wage. It is as simple as that.
That's what I keep saying. But I'm not going to take up your time, Colin. Just keep doing the good work and keep educating the people.
That's what we're talking about.
So all take care.
Brother. Yes, man. Yeah, man. So, somebody say, Ian Bell, a madness attack. That means a Shrewsbury you come from if you call me Ian. Then why you listen to madness? Why you sit down and listening to the madness? Are you afraid that what I am saying might be the truth? Well, let me tell you that what we are saying right here is the truth and nothing but the truth. So help us, God. Whatever you're listening to is not true. Whatever you're listening to is not true. Be careful. They are leading you astray. And you need to understand. Each MP must submit. Well, hold on the caller. Make I read this garbage here. Hold on. Max Wilson say, Ian Bell, each MP to submit 5 hours per year. Check the PNP MP. See how much them submit. 5 hours. Hold on. 5 6 are 30. And 5 3s are 15. That are 315 house. You heard how many house Dr. Burgess said we need each year? 15,000. Clown. Jumbi. 15,000. And you are coming here talking about 315? Go ahead, caller. Good evening.
Hi, Mr. Bell. Good evening.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah. Can I speak about, I'd like to speak about vocabulary training. Is that okay?
Vocabulary training.
Yeah.
You're an English teacher?
No.
Or you're a what kind of coach them call it again?
I want to give you my experience.
All right, go ahead.
One question. Do you have vocabulary training centers in Portland?
Vocabulary training centers in Portland. I am not sure. Our schools would be vocabulary training centers. Which one are you talking about? Oh, are you talking about vocation? Is vocation or vocabulary?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
Vocation.
Yeah.
Hold a sec for me.
Yeah.
Hold on for me. Hold on. Caribbean Radio, good evening. 305-654-7944. Yes.
Which government introduced GTE tax?
Go again.
Which government introduced?
Which government bring in GCT?
Yes.
The People's National Party.
All right. Argument done. They are the one who start GTC. And next man finish it up.
It not finished. It's still going on.
It's still going on.
Yes.
So what? Why not eliminate it from the country then?
You can't eliminate. So how the
And then
country?
start it.
So how the country are gonna run if you don't collect taxes? It's taxes run the countries. Taxes, loans, and grants.
But this man I do the same thing where you do. I collect GTC.
Yes, man. We not say nothing wrong, and we never say nothing wrong with it. Them not to collect it.
Will the PMP start it?
Yes.
And this man finish it?
It not finish. It still a go on, and the next government are gonna collect.
It still a go on. They
and
eliminate it.
And then how we get taxes when you eliminate GCT? How you going to get tax to run the country?
So why you complain that this man are correct tax GTT?
We're not complaining, brother. The man said, the government said there is no new taxes. I am saying that they have been increased.
I mean, don't for more taxes.
I am saying
so
that
correct GTT and around the country.
Yes, but not only GCT are taxes either. There are other taxes and fees that the government collects. It's taxes around the country, tax must collect. So you must pay your taxes.
Okay.
All right? All right. We have a caller holding. Yeah, caller. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I did ask you, is there any vocabulary training centers in Portland?
Is vocabulary or vocational training centers you're talking about?
Vocationally.
Vocationally. Yeah. Well, there's art of a training center in Buff Bay, and the Port Anthony High School do some training in vocation training as well.
Okay.
And I think Prospect High School.
All right, let me take you back to the 70s, late 70s to the late 80s. Okay?
Yeah, man. May I listen?
I attend the vocabulary. I attend vocabulary training centers in the 70s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they train. At my center, you do welding, plumbing, refrigeration, bricklaying, electrical installation, and what was this one?
Auto mechanic.
Plumbing.
Auto
Okay.
mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah. And in the 70s, you know what I mean? And the reason why I bring this up, because if there's going to be a development in Portland and the harbor, they're going to need welders, they're going to need plumbers.
Yes.
Pipe fitters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what I live by is best to sit at home with a trade, with a trade in your head, than sitting at your home with no trade.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I went to a vocational school as well. I went to Portmore Art Academy, where I am a certified welder. I don't do it anymore, but I do have a certificate in welding, and I still can.
Yeah. Okay, I'm also certified. Sorry.
Go ahead, man. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, I was saying that when you sit at home with that trade in your head, you are more marketable than sitting home with non trade.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
That is always true.
Anyway, I did well in the 70s, in the 70s. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that was in the manly era.
Yes.
And there was like schools being developed. Some of them started but didn't finish. I mean, I know where I live. There was about 3 schools which manly started.
Yeah.
And they didn't complete it because the Siaga government came in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So all right. My experience in the 70s. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the 70s, in the late 70s, when I attend vocabulary training school, the manly government has given us an allowance to attend school. I think I was getting about $25 a week, and that was able to help with my traveling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To school, and that was under the manly government. Okay, when I finished my 2-year training, at that time, the Germans were recruiting welders. Okay, and the recruiter came to our school,
Yes.
and interview us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But you know what happened? You know what happened? I'm not after that. In the 80s.
Talk to me,
I
man.
tell you what happened. The JLP government shut it down.
There's a whole heap of things them shut down, but them never shut down nothing yet. Only PNP shut down things.
I'm telling you, the recruiter came to my school, which we met him,
Yeah.
and he was recruiting welders for Germany. And the JLP government shut it down, mate.
All
you know
right.
what I mean?
All right,
but
brother.
But they need.
Make we talk again, do you hear?
Okay.
Blessings. You're watching the Colin Bell Show. We are live on Caribbean Radio HD. We are on Alexa, Bro Geary Radio at Zeno FM. Check it out. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Hello, Colin. How you do, my brother?
Me there, man. Wagwan.
I have some good news for you.
Hold on there now. What? No, me no want no news from you.
The Prime Minister and leader of the Jamaica Labour Party will be in Portland tomorrow, East Portland, for groundbreaking for the bypass.
For the hold on. That bypass. You know that bypass was supposed to be completed 2020. Are you aware of that?
No, but I just telling you what.
But listen, if you take away something from me, yeah, and then 6 years later you carry it back on give me. What you want me to tell you, thanks? You want me to tell you, thanks? That bypass, and you know the good thing? Andrew Holness admitted in his 2023 presentation that the bypass was a part of the new road from Harborview to Port Antonio, that this administration scaled down and give us road rehabilitation instead of the new road that they were supposed to give us. So after I take away with things, he might come back and go on like he might give away. Rubbish!
And the next good news, you can now go online and apply for $20,000. $1 billion will put in this for 50,000.
Squander. Buying vote. $20,000 to buy vote. That's why Bob Marley said they think we are so ignorant that every time they try to reach us through political strategy, they keep us hungry. And when you need to get some food, your brother got to be your enemy. They have already given me get my 20,000 already. Me now get none of that 20 here. Because in the first 20 that they give to people who was earning under $3 million, me get my 20.
And the final thing, the canvas in East Portland look real good for Anne-Marie Vaz. Real good for Anne-Marie Vaz. And she will be, hello?
Yeah, man, I'm listening to you.
And on the election night, Anne-Marie Vaz is expected to announce as the MP for the people of East Portland. And the good work she has been doing will be continued.
Get some coconut water to wash off your heart. That's when you get the heart attack. You hear? Because I don't know what good work you're talking about in East Portland. When East Portland have such a brain drain.
Colin, I understand your position and I like the way how you defend your party and I appreciate it, and I think you also should appreciate me the way I defend.
But you are coming and telling me garbage about Anne-Marie Vaz doing good work in Portland. What are the good works that she's doing? Tell me about it. The last time you come here and I tell me about drain, Anne-Marie Vaz don't make no drain. The drains were built in 2015. Then complete them in 2015. Where she do?
Bell.
What is the good works? Yes.
Mr. Bell,
yes, sir.
I know it will be waste of time trying to convince.
No, but tell me the good works. Tell me. I'm allowing you to speak. Tell me the good works.
You say that when an MP fix road and do other things, you don't consider that as work because that is something which should be done by them.
Let me tell you what I said. water is breakfast, road is lunch, and light is dinner. Those are 3 basic amenities. They are not gifts by no member of parliament. So, outside of that, tell me where Anne-Marie Vaz do.
Little more side forget the blue, the done on the poll is telling us that there's a dead eater with the leader put a green clocks now. It is expected that the Labour Party.
Hey, him have on the green clocks?
Him put that on the gun.
Him put on the green clocks?
Yes,
Tell
yes.
her. That mean I election. Tell her. Where you say, nephew? Where you say? Your leader put on in green clocks?
That means to say the Labour Party is in full gear now.
Nuts?
Full gear now.
Pull out my orange clocks them round there for me. Got me about 13 pair of orange clocks. Tell her.
Anyway, we talk again.
Nephew,
Talking to you.
and the best thing that you tell me, say put on the green clocks. That is what you should have tell me first, man. Hey.
we talk again. Nice talk.
Bless up yourself, nephew. Bless up yourself. You know, I see it all over. A lot of people, based on what they see on social media, bigging up this lady. And I am saying, come walk a mile in my shoes. The elevator up a hospital are stuck with people in it. It's stuck about 5 times from the year start already. I wonder if she know about that. I wonder if she know about that. No, my people, I am looking for an MP who thinks out of the box, who comes with new innovation to create opportunities for our people. That me I talk about. Bring wealth to the parish. Not just carry your people and come here and you and them are get rich. We want to see people in the parish, wealth being created for them, opportunities being created for Portlanders to get wealth. And that me I talk about. The people up on Norwich Heights are suffer with bad road. You came here with the Prime Minister 2019. I want to promise the people them say them are going to fix the road. I want to wait till election I go call. I want to come fix one little piece. 20% of the road that them fix. So I don't want nobody go on like say them fix all of the road up on Norwich Heights. That what they did was about 20%. There's 80% more of the roads in Norwich Heights that needs attention. Comrade. You available now? All right, let me talk to you a little bit because we tell the people that you're coming on. So hold the line for me. We have MP Luther Cousin on the line. I'd promised that he was going to be here. And but we know the season. So he's on the road and we were unable to touch base with him. So he has now touched base with us. Caribbean Radio, it's just a pity that you all are going to leave us now and not hearing this interview with MP Luton Cousin, the man who says land for the landless, like Michael Manley said. And that is in the DNA of the People's National Party, you know, to ensure that Jamaicans get some of the land. MP Cousins, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Sir Bell. How are you?
I am good. Welcome to Caribbean Radio. They are going to be leaving us in let me tell you, they are going to be leaving us in another 4 minutes, but we are still on Portland Spice TV. Now, we saw you in the parliament yesterday delivering a presentation that has been resonating with the people of Jamaica, because one of the things that we believe in, I believe in land reparation. Tell us how you are going to give land to the landless and to the young people between 0 and 39. You said that there's over what? 900,000 in that sector that don't have anything yet?
975,000 today.
Talk to me.
Between the age of 9 to 39, we have a population of 939,000 thereabouts.
Yes.
As it relates to the issue of land, we have to look at the history of the development of Jamaica.
Yes.
And in 1833, just before the emancipation of Jamaica, the Registration of Titles Act was enacted.
Mm-hmm.
And within that act, it was stipulated that it would take 60 years before any of the newly freed labor force should be able to acquire crown land. Now, that was the 192 years ago.
Yeah.
England, where this law originated,
Yes.
they have amended that specific law in England, and it has been reduced to 10 years. The United Kingdom Commission that reviewed that legislation concluded that to use the explanation of the large acreage and to complain about resource constraints was just not enough.
Yes.
They, however, allowed 60 years to remain for land that is on the foreshores.
Okay.
So, of course, you know, we have the issues of beachfront land.
Yes.
So we will not be troubling that 60-year rule.
Right.
But certainly, as it relates to crown land,
Yeah.
that is land owned by the state. Because really and truly, the crown don't own anything anymore.
Okay. We hear you say that yesterday.
It is the state. It is the government of the day.
The government of Jamaica.
That administers the daily affairs of the country.
Yes.
It has the responsibility to amend the Registration of Titles Act, reduce the limitation of actions from 60 to 25 years, meaning that persons who have been on the land for the last 25 years can now have a claim to this land.
So, hold on, Sir Cousins. You are saying that people, normally if you're occupying private land, after 12 years and you have been undisturbed, you can claim that land.
You can claim that land.
But for government, it was 60 years. You are now saying... You are now... Right. So you are now saying that under the next PNP administration, we're going to bring that down to 25 years?
To 25 years. You know what that means? You have a lot of young persons, teachers, nurses,
yes,
medical doctors, who grew up on these very same lands.
Yes.
Remember, you know, we had to capture the land because the crown never freed up any for us.
Exactly. And when they give reparation to slave owners, they never give nothing to the enslaved people.
And this is what ought to be done now. And it will be the true reparation. And that is why I say yesterday, it will represent the single largest transfer of wealth to the Jamaican people.
I hope that the Jamaican people are hearing you and are understanding, because I said to a young person earlier today, if you intending on owning a piece of this rock, the only vehicle that can take you there now is the People's National Party vehicle. What say you?
And I'll go further. If you look at the administration over the centuries, the only administration that has consistently tried to deliver land into the hands of the people
yes,
is the People's National Party.
Definitely.
The other administration on the other side, they rather give the land to the tiny man to build big development in St. Anne that we cannot afford to buy the thing in it.
But that's how them can get a big piece of kickback.
Well, I'm not going to continue. but the reality is that in the end, you determine what policy you go forward with based on who supports you.
You also said yesterday in the parliament a number of lands are without title. Speak to us about that.
Yes, so you have, you call, there's two different systems of registration in Jamaica.
Yes.
You have unregistered land, you have registered land.
Yes.
Well, I am an attorney at law, so I can tell you.
Yes.
Registered land, you have a column and a phone number.
Yes.
So if you want to use that land as collateral to go and buy a fishing boat or buy a taxi,
Yes.
you go to the bank will accept the land as collateral.
Yes.
Then you have those who own lands, and when you go to them, they only have a survey diagram and a tax paper.
Yes.
339,000 such lands exist in Jamaica. 339,000 that are on the valuation roll. People are paying taxes for them, but they cannot use it for collateral.
339,000.
As of 2017.
That might be more now.
Right?
Yes.
So what we need to do is to put forward an adjudication committee similar to what existed in LAM.
Yes.
And that adjudication committee we're proposing will have a retired judge, a senior attorney at law, a justice of the peace that is from the area or the parish, as well as other persons from the community.
Yes.
They will look at it, they will make a determination, and then they will give us their report.
Yes.
And we're going to ensure that that report is binding on the Commission of Land. And these persons now should be issued with volume and folder numbers, and they'll have these lands where they're in a position to go to a financial institution and use these lands as collateral.
Sir Cousins, your background is a little bit noisy, but you are saying that if you're living on this land, you have your surveyor's diagram, you have your tax receipt, and you can get a JP to sign off that this land is land that you've been occupying for over the years. You are going to set up a system that they can get title for these lands?
And we're going to ensure that they engage retired Supreme Court judges so that the system is transparent.
Yes.
It is fair.
Yes.
It is balanced. They are home. They are not doing anything. So we're going to engage them so that when they give us that report,
yes,
we can stand by that report.
And you will now submit that, you will now deliver a title to these people for these lands.
We'll ensure that the registration of titles act is amended.
Yes.
So that the Commission of Land will be bound by this commission report. And therefore will be instructed to issue volume and folder numbers and to bring these titles, bring these properties within the list of properties with title.
Beautiful. You spoke about another thing yesterday with the backside lands that the backside companies took people land, put them on other land, and they don't have no title for them. What can really go so?
Well, you see, Norman Manley, when he was envisioning the Bauxite Alumina Industries Act, he was the one who sat down and he came up with an approach. And in that approach, he put certain safeguards.
Yes.
And the safeguards are in the form of vesting orders. And so what should actually transpire now is that where a land, a piece of property, right, is in the possession of someone who has been relocated.
Yes.
Then all that needs to happen is that the Minister of Mining should issue a vesting order. And the Bauxite Alumina Industries Act, Section 5
yes,
of that Act, empowers the minister to do so.
And these have not been done.
Well, I have seen in the past where some ministers have tried, made attempts.
Yeah.
But my position then and my position now is that the attempts that were made are woefully inadequate.
Okay.
And that it appears as if they're selective in their approach. And this next state administration will not be selective.
So you are
saying 6,000 outstanding titles. 6,000 outstanding
6,000.
6,000. Between St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon, St. Anne. These families can look forward to receiving their vesting order vesting orders for the properties that they're on. Their children can now go to the NHC. Because I met a gentleman that he said, look, suppose we daughter teacher. So she can get the bill on your own or bill on your lot.
Yes.
Loan from NHC.
But
because I don't have the title, she can't get it.
Can't get it.
No.
Time come. Somebody in the chat room is saying 25 years good, but why not equal to the private land issue? With moving from 60 years to 25 years. Why 25 years and not 12 years like private lands?
We don't get up and willingly select a number from out of the sky.
Right. Okay.
Since 2016, when we were in opposition, we have had two different commissions that various leaders of the People's National Party have commissioned. We have these reports. We are ready to act on these reports.
Yes.
So this is not just me saying 25 years is the reasonable number.
Okay.
You can argue about the number of years, but we have to look at what the consensus was.
Yes.
Amongst the commissioners.
Yes. Right.
We are a party that acts on information. We don't act on feeling.
Right. So you're saying that proper work was done and the consensus that 25 years would be reasonable for government lands.
That is so.
So instead of 5 times the private law, it would be twice, 2 times.
No, well, a little below 2 times. The 2 times would be 60. It would be 13 years.
No, man. Isn't it 12 years for private land?
Oh, you mean for private? Oh,
right.
Yes,
12 years for private land and you go to 25. So it's 2 times. Sir Cousins, we know you're on the road. Your background is a little bit noisy. So we're going to call it quits here and then hopefully we can speak some other time.
Yes, man. And I don't want that for the
I will wish you all the best in the upcoming election. We know that you're general. You got 4 out of 4 in the local government election. So we're looking forward to election night, you coming home in the column of the People's National Party. Thank you, my brother.
That is without question.
Thank you, sir. All right. Luton Cousins made his presentation in the House of Representatives yesterday evening. And it was really heartwarming to hear a legislature talking about freeing up lands for the Jamaican people. Children of enslaved Africans, we must get our share of this rock. And if you don't own any land in Jamaica yet, and you want to own a piece of land in Jamaica, it is the People's National Party that is your only hope. For 9 years, 10 years under the GLP, show me the land them where them give poor people. We're not talking about the land them where them sell to rich people. What poor people get. Look in Portland what the land grabbing we are going to Portland. How much land them cut up in the 9 years, plus 4 years, plus 5. We are the lands that have been distributed under this government to poor Jamaicans, to young Jamaicans. It is the People's National Party that have the record of issuing lands to the people of Jamaica. Land for the landless. And we talk about Norwichites. Because some people don't know nothing about Norwichites and come here from where they come from and talk about Norwichites. Every road you see up on Norwichites was paved. Every single one. We had to talk about the water tank. How many lengths of pipe did you run to put water in the water tank up on Norwichites? On a sabotage Dr. Bloomfield from 2016 to 2019. One piece of pipe, not even one length, under a wall over Norwich. And him couldn't get it out because he insisted him neither get it out. On sabotage him. And as soon as he died, I want to come in a power. I want to fix it, I want to let it go and fix it. All the pipes were run before I want to come in. The tank was put there before I want to come in. The office that Dr. Bloomfield had as the PNP office A full brother have it now. People of Portland, a government building was leased by Dr. Bloomfield for the PNP office. Just like our government building was leased in Buff Bay for the GLP office. And when PNP didn't have power, they were having issues with it. And the People's National Party ensured that they had the office because we believe in a democratic system and we believe that our opposition is vital to the running of the country. The PNP leased the office in Port Antonio government building, and the labor rights ensure that them take it away from the PNP. No matter how much letter write, no matter how much reach out, they took it away. And my information is that is a MP brother, a GLP MP brother, now have the office that used to house the People's National Party office in Eastern Portland. That is the kind of land grabbing and selfishness. But we can understand because the Prime Minister said he don't need an opposition to hold him accountable. And Desmond Mackenzie said he will never surrender Jamaica to the People's National Party again. Carla, good evening. Welcome to Portland Spice TV.
Yeah, blessing.
Welcome.
Yeah. When you look across Jamaica and see how it shouldn't be in this age of time, in a 21st century, that people don't have land to live on. There's so many land in Jamaica, you know.
Yeah, man.
So many idle land, so many farmland, so many land. And
yeah, man.
It can't be that Jamaican basically have to be itching up and gully side. Itching up and gully side and building some houses, some places that is very dangerous. And because they don't have land. And imagine you have government, which is the government is the people.
Yes.
Who is the government? Is that the person in power? And we give them the power, so they're supposed to act on our behalf. So basically they have to free. To me, you know, they are no different than the slave master, you know.
No different.
No
them
different
no
from the
give
slave
none of
master.
the land.
So
them no want we control none of the land. Them
No,
and them
them
friend
no
want
want
control
control.
our light.
And it can't be that people, it can't be that the government have the land to issue out, make sure. First of all, I believe in if you're not building a house also, you sell the land itself. That means a person can get the land cheaper than when you're buying the house.
Yeah, because
basically.
that's what they do with Narragites, you know. Narragites was an Operation Pride land. And you get 2.5 square for like 250,000, 180,000. I saw them land they sell cheap because the government sell the land them cheap that people could get access to these lands.
Yeah. When I'm looking up, basically, as I said before, my wife and I, we were trying to get a house from the NHU. We never get the house at all. We tried to get a land. First of all, we are looking everywhere. We have a house for ourselves, but where we live is not where exactly we want to live.
Yeah.
So we build a house there, but it's not where we want to live. We're looking at, I think, St. Jago Heights, somewhere near St. Jago Heights. They have this land that they're selling now. But you know, it's a big stone up that side.
Yeah, so
the land the cheapest piece of land that was there was $5.6 million.
No, government not sell land so dear.
That was private land.
Yeah.
But I'm saying to you, if the government were selling land, it would be cheaper.
Yes.
So, but what I'm saying, why not cut up the land? Then that means to organize the land.
It's
and
PNP
cut
do
them
that,
up
brother.
properly. Simple as that.
It's PNP do that. So if people want land, vote for the PNP and the PNP will cut up land. I am telling the people of Portland that within our first term in office again, more land are going to cut up. It's PNP cut up Narragites. It's PNP cut up Fair Real Estate. It's PNP cut up Fair Prospect and make people get land. So I'm saying to the people of Jamaica, you want a piece of land? The PNP is your transport. Jump on board.
And in my last point is that is why, and I always say, that is why the PNP have to make sure they get their more message across. Their message is going, but get to the root is the young people. Because it's a young, as I said, young people is the future, you know. And if you don't drive home these points, we're not gonna get them. So we have to make sure that we drive this point to the young people that make them know that they have opportunity and they can achieve and they can get to own a part of Jamaica.
Yes, my brother. Right, that's right.
Yeah, man, bless it.
Give
Cool.
thanks. You're listening to the Colin Bell Show on Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Click the notification bell to ensure that once we are on, you are on. Like and share the channel. And those of you who are on, become an ambassador for Portland Spice TV. Yes, we say congratulations earlier to everybody. We are now over 5,000 subscribers and growing strong. And we're burning the fire, beating the truth. That's what we come with. Spitting out the truth. And people can't manage it. So when they can't manage it, they call and try to sideline and see if they can distract us from the route we are on. But we will not be distracted. We will not be distracted. We see the ambush that they're coming with. Bob Marley, one of Jamaica's prophet, said it. We see them fighting for power, but they know not the hour. So they come bribing with their guns, spare parts, and money. And you hear what Neville say? You hear what Neville say that Andrew coming here tomorrow? Or them send it? Same coming here tomorrow to open bypass. He might go break ground for bypass. No, this is the bypass that Andrew Holness and the Labour Rights steal from us. And I carry it back on give we now. Repackage and I carry it back. I wish part of them will break the ground. Turtle Harbour, Port Antonio. So that a outer thing there. Outer Eisters Bay. Clear Spring. That's where them I go. Turtle Harbour, Port Antonio. I got break ground for bypass that they have taken from us. And I come give it back with our next hand. Them think we stupid, man. You hear what Bob Marley say? They come bribing with guns, spare parts, and money, trying to belittle our integrity. They say that what we know is just what them teach we. And that's why we are so ignorant that every time they think they can reach us through political strategy, they try to keep us hungry. The same give and give you. And give you. People, this bypass was already set. And Andrew said it in the parliament. That why they can move on it so fast, because the drawings already exist under the Portia Simpson Miller administration. That was supposed to be part of the new road from Harborview to Port Antonio. So like the song say, anything them take away, we are gonna get it back. Hey, tell her! They took it away, now they have to carry back. But they are not going to get to build it. Because in a few months, Andrew Holness will be opposition leader. So, bring back where you take from away. That's what the song say. Anything with them take away, we are going to build back. Some people, still, they are not doing what will benefit the Portland people. The PNP will do the East Harbour development. That is what will bring the new money to Portland. Corinne Griffith saying 85 days. But time come. And time come right here, Soto. Let me say thanks to everybody. Thanks to Dr. Christopher Burgess, who joined us and tell us about the housing situation in Jamaica. So we can look upon it and see who built the most houses, or when the houses were built in Jamaica. Make a run down this phone before I left. In the 60s, the man said 20,000 houses were built. In the 70s, and you know this is Michael Manley era, 42,000 houses were built. In the 80s, under Eddie Siaga, 32 houses were built. Hello, caller.
How are you doing, Mr. Bell?
Hold the line for me. Hold on. Let me just finish this. In the 80s, 32 houses were built. In the 90s, Michael Manley, PJ Patterson, 48,000 houses were built. Between 2000 and 2010, 40,000 houses were built. Now up to 2007, it was the PNP in power. So 7 of those years. 2011 to 2019, 28,000 houses. And 2019 to present, 11,981. So this is obvious. Who build the houses in Jamaica? Go ahead, caller.
Our Prime Minister, sir.
Yes.
That the Portland, those 2 Portland seats are 2 of his biggest nightmares. I don't think he sleeps at night.
Talk to me.
I know that Darrell Vaz is pressuring him and Mrs. Vaz to do all that they can for Portland, because when those 2 seats go, it will be goodbye to those 2. So let Andrew continue to break down.
Me ear say, drape up Darrell Vaz and tell him to get back into his constituency. Tell her.
So that's Vazland, you know, need to get back. That's their land, you know. And their poor parents will Portland.
Let me say it right here, so. Make the labor right them here. Information reaching me. The Prime Minister call up Mr. Man and say, get back in your constituency. You're in trouble. Tell her, Servant David.
Well, little from this, nobody will have to tell him to get back. He will be out.
Yeah, man.
And they need to do. I hope Portland people are listening. They need to send those 2 people packing. They are no good.
Yeah, man.
To Portland.
And them don't have no care for the people of Portland.
And disrespectful.
All them are do a grab for themselves.
Yeah, man. They're rich enough now. They can go and let Jamaica breathe.
Tell
and allow the Portland people to thrive. Goodbye, the Vaz and wife. See you on the other side. Goodbye.
Blessings, caller. Thanks for your call.
Let
me tell you something, people. Portland people need to open your eyes. It's not dancing. Roads are not gifts. Roads are due to us. Our tax-paying money at work. So therefore, we give no marks. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon us and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again Saturday morning when we have our guest, MP Denise Daly. She gave her presentation in the Parliament on Tuesday. We'll be talking to her right here on Portland Spice TV Saturday morning. Please remember, share the channel with everybody in your contact. Tell them subscribe, like and share. Click the notification bell. Thanks to MP Luthan Cousins, who graced us with his presence. He's on the road, so the connection never what we wanted it to be. But we have him past speed dial, so we'll be bringing him back when he's in a more conducive place to this kind of call. Thanks, my people. God bless you. See you Saturday morning.